Hey guys, welcome to this Centurion Action 10 replay for the north side of Highway with a 62% chance to win. They're half and half tier 9s and tier 10s, so there's no juicy tier 8s to farm off of except for the light tanks. For this map I'm going to be going to this position here. I usually like to stay back. The field from the north side of this map is an absolute no-no. Never ever ever go on this side. Unless I sometimes see good players work the ridge here, which can work, sure. But generally speaking, I will never go into the field from this side. I see it as a giant death trap. From this side, I prefer to just sit here. Around this bridge area, it used to be up here, but nowadays you can actually sit all the way back here because of the draw distance circle change. From here, you can snipe anything that's coming up that's silly enough to snipe here. You get a surprisingly large amount of enemies come into the middle here for some reason. You get clean shots on them from here. Same with anyone that comes in here. You can also pull back if needed, if the city falls. Batchat armor confirmed strong, and I'll remove the headlights from this map because it doesn't appear to do much good. It's a very bright map. And here's what I mean about these yellows in the middle. Didn't aim that one very well. Hit the ground. Just light tanks trolling around all over the place apparently. It's these light tanks that like to run all over the middle of the map that really put me off going to like, the middle area. If you go to here, underneath the bridge area, that's usually a fairly popular position, or just behind the bridge near that sign in front of me. You can snipe up at all those mediums that like to park up at E1, D1. And that's usually where I go from this side, from the other side of the map. From the south side, I usually go to where that big blob of mediums are. Yeah, I'm seeing just how light we are in the sea, so I pulled back so I can fire without getting spotted.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Which I can do now because of the change in draw distance. And here comes our middle YOLO, right on time.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Batchat is also yellow in the middle apparently. But that's my second bounce off the Batchat this game. I wonder how many more of those I'm going to get.
Target acquired. Enemy is hit. Target unlocked.
That's another advantage of this position too actually. This little ridge line here offers line of sight and artillery protection.
Enemy is hit.
Well actually going underneath the bridge itself can protect you from artillery as well. This Easy 120 is a bit oblivious. I suppose makes sense, he's pretty terrible. Juicy type 4 heavy side armor. Can I get another one? No. Is he going to give me a side again? Yes he is. He is getting very close, so I'm backing up a bit. Bounce off his weak point. The sea's fallen, so I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on that Batchat. If that Batchat leaves, then I'm more or less alone. And I'd really rather not be taking this on alone. So I'm going back and forth considering, should I follow this bad chat, should I go to the field? The thing is, the field is still swarming with mediums. So I think what I end up doing here is somewhere in the middle. I end up firing a few shots at these mediums and then going back to the sea. I got a side turret on this 54, but it's a small shot, and he's not sitting still here. But there's this pattern here. That one went through, I believe. The bad chat's actually gone into the city to take on that Type 4. I know I'm not going to get any more shots on those mediums there. That 54, 55, they're both using the ground, using the cover, the ground as cover. And this E100, this Type 4 has been taken out, and I know this E100 is alone in the town now, so I can go in and take him out pretty easily. But I also don't want to get hit by his 150. And hello. But this is actually pretty silly of me here. Yeah. That shouldn't have happened. That was dumb of me. I parked in a really silly position. And the STB gets 2 shots into me from the other side of the map somehow, so I went from full health to 500 hit points in a couple of, what, 30 seconds? No, 10, 20 seconds. But now I'm dumping heat on this E100. Now I'm safe on the STB. As soon as he's out, I can go straight back to my starting position, and there's the STB that was shooting at me. Yeah, really tough shot. Leading long range targets with the heat rounds, they're so slow. Side turret. Although it would have mattered. If he'd showed me his front turret, he's dead anyway, with these heat rounds. So I've got the 48 Patton, STB1, 55 and Conway. This is 55. Yeah. So what I decided to do is play the defensive game. I don't want to take, especially with only 500 hit points, I don't want to take any risks. And as long as I've got allies alive that are willing to, as long as I've got allies alive, they can spot for me and I can deal the damage, which is my main aim here. Pan. Okay. Round 2. Nope. No lovely side turret shot. Just disappears into nowhere. It's 3 shots on that M48 pattern. Just I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, I want them to make the mistakes, and I want my team to my teammates are spotting for me here. I finally get the M48 pan, and I'm low health. So the way to win this is to stay defensive, deal the damage, let them make the mistakes, and let them lose the game for themselves. Because right now it's in their favour. The 704 just went down, so it's just me and the bat chat and the light tank. Against 4 very dangerous tanks. So the game is in their favour now. This is their victory. And the only way we're going to take this back from them is by playing it safe. And there's the Conway. So I can start dumping on him. He's right out in the open. Wait, was. Now he's behind a building, but the Batchat flushes him out. And dead.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Another great advantage of this position too is you see how I'm using this ridge here as cover. I'm hull down in my AX here, which is the Action X is really strong when it's hull down, which is another reason this position here. It's like a little bowl shape. You can see there's all the way raised ground. The raised ground comes all the way around you in like a quarter circle, which means you can fire over here, hold down, all the way to over here, hold down, and if they're in their base, you can still fire, hold down, which is what makes this position so strong. Plus, it overlooks the middle. Of course, it just overlooks such a huge area of the map, while being safe to operate from. Yeah, I know the T55 is one-shot kill. I don't know about the STB. The STB is healthy. And I believe I don't know about the pattern. I was considering loading these Hesh rounds. The 100 penetration. Changed my mind about it. Can we get the pattern? Yep.
Got him.
Now the Batchat's gone up north very much alone, and he's run into both the STB-1 and the T-55A. So it's best to take them out while we know where they are, and I don't want this Batchat dying. Somehow the Batchat has not taken a single point of damage since he went over there. Five comes over, he's exposed his whole tank to me. And slightly low roll, I guess. He's protecting himself now.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Light tank gets him. STB-1 up there, still fairly healthy, but the Batchat is also very healthy, and the Batchat's just gonna take this guy out easily. And dead. So the Batchat there did a really good job, and that's actually kind of what you want at the end of a match like that, where you've got to be defensive if you want to win. Is if you got like if you got light tanks or Batchats to spot for you, because obviously near the end of the game when it's getting really close, especially if the match is in the enemy team's favor, everyone either goes one, full YOLO, or two, the players that are actually worth something will tend to play very defensive and let the enemy team make the mistakes. And that's especially useful when you've got light tanks, Batchats, something like that to spot for you, because they'll play defensive, they'll play carefully, you'll play defensive and you'll play carefully, and you'll end up winning in the end. They'll spot for you, you can deal the damage. And you can bring back matches like this, which are, I would say, pretty much we're in the enemy's favour, definitely. Big mistake there though, when I got shot by the E100 and the STB-1 and then shot by the STB-1 again. I could have been set on fire and killed as well. He got my fuel tank. Yeah, I chose a really silly place. I needed this. Stopping to shoot the Wheezy 120 was the right thing to do, definitely. I just stopped in a really stupid position where getting hit by the STB-1, sure. Getting hit by the STB-1 twice, no, that's not so good. Getting hit by that E100 though, that was just really, really retarded of me. That should not have happened. But I managed to pull it back and did not take any damage in this match except for that, and still managed to make my 6,000 whatever damage from this lovely position up here. This is a position that I use in almost everything now. I mean, where would I go? Even in something like an E100. I guess I would push the city in an E100, that it doesn't really work out for me, so yeah, in almost everything I just park in this position here from the north side, and from the south side everything I tend to go up here. If I'm like an E100 or something a bit stronger, I'll push up and get aggressive in here. TDs or something, I'll hang back. Mediums, I can do either. Heavies, I can do either. Same kind of thing over here. I would just park TDs, mediums, heavies, all in this position. Everything goes to the same spot. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this replay, and I will catch you next time.